And we're back with a mini episode.
And we're back with a mini episode on
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. I have just watched seasons two, three, and four in a crazy, for me anyways, binge in
Hmm.
7 days.
Congratulations.
For the first week, all so that I could watch the season five with you and with our younger dude that lives with us,
Yeah.
and then hopefully go see the movie all before people have to go back to school and back to the
Yeah.
cities they go to school in and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so I first off, I think it came out in 2016, Stranger Things, and I watched the first
I
one,
think
and
so.
I liked it. In 2016, you were younger than the people in the show, and it wasn't really. It was a bit scary, for you at that age. So you didn't. I didn't try and watch it with you or whatever. And then I watched the second season and I liked it. And I can't remember why I didn't watch the other ones. Maybe because it hit in COVID or I don't know. I'm not sure why I didn't watch the third season. So I rewatched the second season and then third and fourth season were new just now. So anyways,
Hmm.
that's my
Yeah.
quick story on it. And for sure some seasons better than others or whatever. First
Hmm.
off, the things that I love about it are, Winona Ryder is somebody that was a star, like I'm her age more or less, and she is, she was a kid when in the time period that this movie is that this
Hmm.
show is set, right? And so basically like my younger sisters are the little kids and I'm the older brother age and all that.
Right.
So, the music, it's all like Gen X. Two, it's all D&D people, right? Which is
Hmm.
D&D is
Yeah.
central to the whole show, not just that they play D&D, but the way that they perceive everything that's
Yeah.
going on becomes
Yeah, like they name monsters and stuff after D&D
yeah, I didn't
creatures.
really remember it from, the first time I started watching that's like this is actually kind of a D&D
Kinda.
show, right? Like
Yeah.
not exactly. They don't say, "Oh, this is the D&D show" or whatever,
Right, but
but
like
it's
it
just
has D&D-esque things like monsters and magic.
and they play it and all that stuff. And then the other thing when you watch, especially when you watch so many seasons all at once and stuff, is now that I'm a dad, I'm watching kids grow
Grow
up,
up.
and there's
Yeah.
actually quite a bit of the parents reflecting on that, right? They're worried about their kids going out,
Yeah.
because there's some monster eating teenagers or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of parental things about growing up and changing and all that. And
Yeah. Changing
anyways,
world, like
yeah. So, I mean, some seasons are, let's say,
not as good.
yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, look, it's great. I really love it. I'm so in, like it's great. It's great, right? Like I'm just been consumed by it for
Yeah.
the last 7 days. But it's a great show. Love it. Love all the things the characters are going through, and it's wonderful to watch these kids grow up and all that. Season four for me, there were a couple of episodes where I was like, what I liked about Stranger Things is that they kind of let it develop,
Mhm.
and there was a couple of episodes, like sometimes movies are so complicated that they have to like explain, okay, you
Right.
guys are about to get super confused, so this is what the plot is all about.
Right.
Oh, okay. Thanks, weird person who comes into the plot to explain it so people can understand it and then you can move them forward. And so there was one point in season four where the one of the doctors, that was I guess he's the doctor. I don't know if Papa is a doctor or not in it, but the doctor, I'm blanking on his name, who works at the center and all that stuff, he I don't know, they kind of have to get Elle and do all this stuff. And so there's just one time where he kind of felt a little bit weird. But episode season 4, they, the whole like the kid, there's like 4 or 5 different plots. They
Right.
explode them all over the country, and then bring them back together. I didn't mind that. That was really interesting. It gave a chance for new relationships and people to grow. Obviously, Max has quite a big role in season 4 and
Mm.
stuff. And anyways, really, love the show. Like for
Yeah,
some reason, I stopped it and I thought I wasn't gonna love it.
but
And
it's
then
a good show. It's
oh,
great.
definitely. There's parts of it that reminded me a bit of I'm blanking on it now, but whatever the vampire
Twilight?
Twilight. There's parts a little bit. In other words, it's a group of kids. There's paranormal stuff. There's little love affairs going on. There's all this kinds of things, and they're growing up. So there's parts of it that are sort of not similar, but and even a little bit Harry Potter, right? Like again, kids, magical things, creatures,
Hmm.
battles, kids growing up, little love affairs and
Hmm.
and 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 all these kinds of things, and similar to Harry Potter, where because there were 8 movies over whatever years, right?
Yeah.
Kids are growing up. You get so invested in these characters, you get to actually
Watch them. Yeah.
watch them grow up,
Hmm.
and so this is, I think Stranger Things is one of those shows that has been successful and whatnot, and you get to see that, um you know
Yeah.
and it's just interesting, right? Because as I said, you were too young when it first came out,
Mhm.
but because you were like
11.
10 or 11 or something like that, but and not necessarily too young, but like
It's
I don't know.
scary.
Yeah, scary enough maybe. I don't remember, but like it was scary enough that maybe you weren't into that kind of thing. And yet, your brother is exactly the,
Around that age, yeah.
yeah, he's exactly in the age of when these kids, in the first few seasons, and and so and he really is into it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's that's neat to see. So.
Hmm. So yeah, this is very excited for season 5 and the eventual movie.
And so tell me what do you like about it or not like about
I
it, or
I really like it.
because
Like
we
it's
haven't really talked about it before,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's
like
just
I've previously watched it. I really liked it. It's a good show. I'm excited for season 5. Um
but
it's
like
just
what do
been a
you
while that like it's like I remember it. It's been a while since I like watched it personally, but yeah, I
right?
enjoy
Okay, so
this.
you because
I enjoy
because
like
because you
I
haven't
enjoy
watched it for a couple of years since
yeah,
the
like
last season
I
came out,
enjoy the
basically.
relationship between I think like Renault like the mom and dad figure,
Yeah,
like like their relationship, like finally reuniting,
yeah,
all the stuff that's happening with like Russia and like um how the kids are growing up and like having to deal with problems in their lives in their own ways. And I'm excited for season 5 because like season 4 ended with a very we won but at what cost to like oh no we've lost because like or
we
not.
haven't and the battle like we won the battle but not the war sort of thing,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah,
and 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 Max is in the hospital, and
yeah, and
uh
like we've lost some people are
right,
injured and like
yeah.
now the monsters have a gateway.
Yeah, yeah, that's what Noah said, that he was upset that the D&D, the character who was essentially brought in season 4,
Yeah, that
in
he
some ways to replace the guy who got
the
demonized, right?
mhm.
Um the Max's brother,
And and like this
and
guy
he
dies.
dies being hero and all
Yeah,
that
like
sort
and
of
like
stuff,
that's
right?
always nice to see, but sometimes you don't have to kill them off. Like sometimes you can just let us have them,
Right.
but
They
like
definitely wanted to kill a few teenagers in this one.
I mean, yeah, no, like that like a bunch of kids like teenagers get like
Yeah.
accordioned,
Yeah. No,
basically.
it's pretty, that stuff is pretty, in some ways, this is the most gruesome of the
Yeah, like
season,
even more
right?
gruesome
But
than like the rat monster thing.
yeah.
That was
Yeah.
like a bunch of flesh and stuff. Like this, like,
Yeah.
oh no, it's not flesh or anything. No, we're just gonna kill people right in front of you
Right.
and like make it look like it was like
Break all their
we're
arm,
gonna make
break
it look
all their
like a
bones.
toy, just like
Yeah.
like a like just snap 'em,
Yeah. Yeah.
snap, crackle, and pop them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Pretty crazy. Well,
yeah, but I'm
here's to the here's to that the kids, those
yeah,
darn meddling meddling
those
kids.
darn meddling kids. Why do they have to ruin all these government, psyop and programs?
Yeah.
Darn kids.
Yeah, exactly,
Why
exactly.
couldn't they
So
just be
a lot of yeah, in also in season four, the crazy teacher, I've forgotten what his name is, that gets dragged on the Russian adventure with them.
right?
He's also saying so many like movie. He's using so many like movie taglines, kind of
Uh-huh.
like he's throwing out these taglines, these little Easter egg taglines from all these different movies
I
and
I
stuff.
I love him. He's just so fun.
Yeah,
This show's really good at killing characters that you really like the Russian. I think in season three or season two or something.
yeah,
Season four, season three's like a brother that was
right.
abused, and like
Yeah,
and the nerd guy in season four. Like
yeah,
man, they get you by your heartstrings and then like just
yeah. There's a
kill them in the
yeah,
most
yeah.
brutal fashions.
And there's so much great music in
Oh
it,
yeah,
right?
no,
So much
amazing.
great music. They end season four with a song from a group called Susie and the Banshees, which is like, punk kind of new
Yeah,
wave.
yeah, like running up that
Uh,
hill.
that's yeah, Kate Bush. I was a big Kate Bush fan, and she was yeah all this alternate,
Yeah.
and it's just interesting because yeah, like Winona Ryder was part of that
Hmm.
whole kind of
Yeah.
not necessarily music but movie scene,
Yeah.
but just
W- w-
around from that era.
One of the things I also like is I forget his name, but like the guy who has a girlfriend that like is Amish, and like the part where like she talks like
Yeah,
everyone's reaction like
yeah,
she's actually real,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then so that
That's
part.
like the girlfriend. Like she wasn't in Canada, but
Yeah, yeah,
that's
the
awesome.
girlfriend who's Amish, basically Canada.
Yeah,
But
that's yeah.
so that and like like them actually meeting her and then her talking about the internet, like it's gonna revolutionize
Yeah.
everything. Like,
Well, that's the thing is, yeah, there's like modem. You mean like in war games? Like there's all these, there's so many, they just throw out so many cultural
references.
references. Like you might not even realize it, but for somebody that, war games is, like
That
a
was a good
movie,
movie, yeah.
yeah, a movie from around then where they like hack into a computer
And
with a
like,
modem.
right. And like there's like an AI that's like super smart, but like,
Yeah.
like does all the like it's
Yeah.
about to end the world, but you let it play checkers. And it's like, yeah, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Uh,
but
and
yeah,
just anyways, there's just so many. It's
yeah,
just
there's a lot
interesting.
of
A lot of cultural references in that. But
mhm.
anyways, great movie and
Yeah,
great TV show. I mean, and looking forward to the movie and looking forward to season five. So
yeah.
we are going to catch up on season five. And we're gonna talk to you all about it.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So until we
And
meet again, hope you're enjoying Stranger Things. Watch
yeah,
it with your kids.
yeah.
Watch it with your Gen X parents.
Yeah,
And
yeah, watch with your parents. They'll be able
yeah,
to get all the references that
yeah,
you don't.
exactly.
Uh,
No, it's a great Gen X, Gen
mhm.
Z kind of alpha
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
So
Very good show.
yeah,
Very. All
exactly.
right.
Till we meet again.
Until we meet again.